4-inch height edge for Pacheco, a 5-inch reach advantage for this 24-year-old from Los Angeles, California. A lot of feigning from McCumby.
I mentioned the...
Oh, there's a right hand.
Good shot there. I mentioned the background.
Gotta watch out for headbutts, guys.
You gotta cut.
Yeah, they clashed heads.
Take a look at it real quick.
That looks like
accidental headbutt.
The top of the head with the blood dribbling down.
Got a little color, all right? This ain't no. Time in, box.
Yeah, just a little color, no big deal. Easy for the ref to say. Right, Sergio.
Now, I seen him clash heads, and that, I mean, I could see it happening again. I mean, McCumby does lead aggressively with his upper body. Pacheco's doing a good job stepping back and using his length and his foot speed. But sooner or later, McCumby will break that speed, whether it's aggressive and even kind of making it rough, because that's what McCumby likes to do. He likes to make fights rough. He can't win a polished boxing lesson like this, a boxing fight.
I hate to see that, because you can already start to see it begin to open up again. It's right in the middle of the lower part of his forehead, so it's probably going to trickle down onto the left side of his face. We'll see if it winds up catching him in the eye.
Now, normally cuts in the middle of the forehead there won't get in the way. It's the eyelid that really bothers fighters.
Todd Grisham, Chris Mannix, Sergio Mora here ringside for this, our co-main event of the evening. Trevor McCumby still trying to get that motor going. Pacheco steady as she goes.
Yeah, Trevor McCumby better start jabbing his way in, because he's not going to break that distance with the first jab or the first 1-2. He needs to jab, double, triple his way in with that jab, even aim it at the chest, or even start jabbing at the long torso of Pacheco. A lot of confidence coming out of Kafu, but a lot of confidence coming out of McCumby this fourth round, coming in finally double and triple jabbing. That's what he's going to have to do to break that long range and distance that Pacheco's holding.
Yeah, Chris, we mentioned if McCumby doesn't get off to a good start and win some early rounds, it's going to be a tough fight for him to win, and he's not winning these early rounds.
Yeah, he faded in the second half of the fight against Caleb Plant. Interestingly, even though this distance appears to favor Diego Pacheco, one thing he and his team were telling me is that we want to get in the inside. We saw the success that Caleb Plant had in that fight. We want to get in there, start digging at him with body shots and uppercuts.
But why do it when you're doing successful?
That's what I was going to say. I think Caleb Plant had to get on the inside. McCumby was having success on the outside, pouncing on Plant. I think this time around, Pacheco, this is his distance. That's what he needs to do.
Boy, those jabs are really taking a toll on the face of Trevor McCumby.
Yeah, there's no way to make yourself smaller and give McCumby a chance on the inside. Just keep doing this. Let him run into a big shot himself. Don't make it easier on McCumby to throw heavy shots on the inside.
Yeah, at some point, Tenacious is going to have to roll the dice and take risks. And when that happens, Pacheco can load up and catch him with that right hand. You can see what he's ready for right there.
There you go, Todd. You're seeing it. Absolutely. And that's what you do. And not only the right hand, but that right hand could be an uppercut as well, like he did against Caceres. The thing about Diego Pacheco, he fights taller fighters better than he does shorter fighters. I'm talking about 6 foot plus. McCumby's 6 foot. He had issues with guys that were 5'11" and under, like Steven Nelson and Sean McCallman.
If Pacheco wins the fight like this, going the distance every round, looks like is this the fight people are going to be like, wow, I can't wait to see what Pacheco does next. I want to see him in a big fight next.
No, it's not the springboard that he'd be looking for, though I'd caution we're just in the 6th round, and McCumby is the kind of fighter that does fade down the stretch, or at least the team Pacheco thinks so. Their goal is to get him into this phase of the fight. They're up on the scorecards, and now they've got him closing in on the second half. So I think they have him pretty much where they want him.
Yeah, and I would have to agree, because this is a strategic thing. Forget the booze here. You're halfway in this fight. It's a 12-round fight. You got a lot to go, and yes, McCumby does tire out.
Well, I think the fans are saying, wait a minute. This guy, Pacheco's landing 1,000 jabs to his face. Follow up with a power right hand. Push him against the ropes. You're bigger, you're longer, and you're dominating. Try and get him out of there.
Yeah, but that's what McCumby wants. You know, he's pretty good with his upper body, rolling his left shoulder to come back and meet you with the right hand. He's a clever, tough guy, Trevor McCumby is. He's not just like a big, muscular brawler. He's actually pretty athletic and knowing how to roll his shoulders, hide his chin, and come in between the shots.
Yeah, you can't get a guy, get him out of there. A guy
Look at that. See that?
Good counter shot by Diego Pacheco. The power of Trevor McCumby is real. Look, Caleb Plant went 12 rounds with David Benavidez. Trevor McCumby dropped him
I'm
at
not
least
saying
once.
he's not dangerous. All fighters at this level of the game are going to be somewhat dangerous. I'm just saying at some point you want to see Pacheco step on the gas pedal, and a nice exchange there late in the round by both guys.
The thing about McCumby is he would bite on a foot feint, but Pacheco's been flat-footed. He said he's been working on foot feints. Haven't seen none of him yet. McCumby's quick to jump on you anytime you throw a punch, but if you foot feint, get him off balance, then you can catch him off guard.
I think we also haven't seen either.
There you go. He stepped in on that one. That's the risk
Good
that his trainer wanted to see. And he's had his best moment of the fight.
I think McCumby thought that was the bell. He thought the hammer was the bell. He walked right into a straight shot from Diego Pacheco.
I was saying that earlier. Usually it's a wooden sound.
I agree, yeah. It was confusing. Jabbing your way in with a 1-2-3, you're only going to be leading into his shots.
Ooh, and the blood really pouring out now, and Pacheco aiming for that cut. Will we see some late drama?
Stop! Neutral corner. Right there, Diego. Come on. I just got to clean. No, you're okay. I just got to clean up. Make sure you can see. What do y'all?
Interesting time to
I'm worried about
stop
you
the
getting in
fight.
your vision.
20
Okay,
seconds
son?
left.
Just clean up. Let me see if we can see.
Yeah, I agree. Normally, you don't stop fights so they can wipe off the blood. That's part of boxing. That's part of the, facing adversity of a fighter. But they did a favor for Trevor McCumby there to wipe off the blood.
And aesthetically, that cut does not look good, but I don't think at any point it's given him problems visually.
And McCumby's corner screaming, go, go, go. And that will do it.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 12 rounds of action here in Frisco, Texas, we go to the judges' scorecards, and they read as follows. Jesse Reyes, 120-108. Chris Flores and Chris Tellez, 119-109, all three. Your winner by unanimous decision. He's still undefeated and still the WBC, USA, and WBO International Super Middleweight Champion, Diego Pacheco.